Okay, according to reports via social media, it's been reported that Joe Igbokwe, is under armed attack, and um, various people are talking about this. And what's your take as regards this?
Unfortunately, nobody is actually praying for that, even though he's a very controversial figure to Igbo nationalism. He has kicked against it for several years, before now. But what we are hearing very clearly coming from that report circulating within the media space, arguing that he was actually attacked and kidnapped and has totally gone missing, possibly within the southwest region by the bandits, Fulani herdsmen, jihadists, ISWAP. Nobody has been able to ascertain, how that report whether it was true or not. But from what we are hearing, it looks like it might be something Nigerians should be concerned about currently now, because the level of insecurity everywhere now, and maybe like they also threaten, they will start targeting politicians now. And unfortunately, we don't know whether Igbokwe should be the first, victim of that threat by jihadist bandits. No, call them whatever you want to call them, and that is what it is. Well, the thing is that he was kidnapped around Lagos Ibadan Express Road, and for some time now, he has not been able to access the eastern part of the country because of the running battle and his controversial stand, against the IPOB. Joe Igbokwe was actually born in 1956, April precisely, if I can remember. He has held several positions, with Lagos State government, from Ndewi, Anambra State, precisely, if I'm correct. Then, apart from his political career, he has always aligned with controversial criticisms on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, alleging that sometime around 2023 or thereabout, if I can be correct, that his house was actually attacked, and the footage, he was reporting, did not state whether those people who came to his house were just armed robbers or whatever. But all he came to say is that they are IPOB members that actually attacked his Nnewi mansion, and let me just put it that way. So it's a breaking news currently now, that Joe Igbokwe, an APC chieftain, and of course, a deep sympathizer of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's APC-led government, has actually gone missing. And before then, he celebrated, he called God of heaven and earth, and thanked Jehovah Chukwuka Abiyama, the God of Israel, for sentencing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to jail, life imprisonment, through James Omotosho. So, and for him, he said he'll be making his way to the eastern part of the country after many years of absence, and he's going to visit his hometown. And
So you believe that Nnamdi Kanu now taken out of the way, the southeast is safe? Is that...
I don't know how they connect the insecurity, that is going on in the southeast. After it was being declared, his own political party under Buhari, deployed the repentant Boko Haram to the southeast, and they are the people who are running on these security challenges with the one that was claimed by Asari Dokubo. But Joe Igbokwe would dare not mention those things. All he knows is that, whatever that is happening there, those or non-government are all IPOB members or ESN or whatever he might likely going to call them, just to sabotage. I don't understand why it's like that. Maybe, possibly, he was trying to serve his masters. And to an extent, he has not been able to come out and prove it completely that most of the things that are happening in the south is what he aligned with the APC government in attacking every interest that has to do we do with Igbo nationalism, totally against the Biafran struggle, completely against, and we have not seen him go against or mention the issues where we are seeing various ethnic nationalities, including, in Lagos, where threats were directly made to Igbos. Joe Igbokwe has always gone off completely. But when it comes to the issue of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and Biafra and IPOB, he forgot that he is an IPOB by birth and not even an IPOB member. Every Biafran is an IPOB by birth. So he has constantly, distanced himself from that struggle. But back to the news that actually break out, it's possibly that the man was actually making his way, to Newi, as he claimed few days ago, after Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was finally sentenced, and he's claimed and celebrated that now peace has returned to Nigeria, and it is for time for me, to just enjoy the atmosphere, or possibly then this news actually now break out, and we don't know how true, but we keep you posted on this. But we needed to break the news on this platform, for the world to know actually, if it is true that the APC Lagos State chieftain, an Igbo man from Nnewi, Anambra State, has actually gone missing after coming under heavy attack by unknown gunmen.
But a lot of people are happy as some person on social media, according to their comment, they were like, he deserves it. Some are saying, they should not, they should let them see the peace, because Joe Igbokwe is somebody that, just like he said, has always castigated Nnamdi Kanu, castigated Biafra. He said what Nigeria must remain one. Like last of Samuel Ekpa will rot in jail for causing insecurity in the southeast.
None of these men actually cause insecurity in the, it's just a creation of the likes of Joe Igbokwe within the political space, and that's the fact. So and every time he opens his mouth to condemn his own people, just to get some level of support or inducement or appointment from APC government. I think lastly he was actually disappointed that Bola Ahmed Tinubu could not take him to the federal, level, when Bola Ahmed Tinubu actually became president. He struggled to stay and admit clearly that he would have loved to be at the federal level, but unfortunately it didn't go to him, and he began his normal controversial opinion on the Igbo people, aligning. Yes, I agree. He actually married a Yoruba woman, but we don't know whether it was actually what influences his controversial stand and opinion, against the Igbo people.
Against Igbo people. But with that being said, we saw what happened in Kwara, where this girl was praising the APC government. Then 2 days after, she was killed in that attack when the bandit came to the church there in the city church in Kwara. Where same things that happened to Joe Igbokwe now. What do you think the government should be doing to reduce? Because we might never know the other person that it might get to. What do you think that the government should be doing to curb this?
I listened to the youth leader of Afenifere, after experiencing that horrible, attack, kidnapping by the Fulani herdsmen, and was taken into the push. He had a direct experience, and when he comes out, his orientation changed, the perception changed about Nigeria. His perception, you begin to understand very clearly that, unlike Igbokwe, that will always tell you that the Igbos are the problem in Lagos, that the Igbos are the problem in Nigeria, that the Igbos, are the one, destabilizing Nigeria. But that youth leader, Afenifere youth leader, after that experience, he begin to tell you another story, that the Igbo people are not the problem in Nigeria. The problem in Nigeria are the political class, powered by Fulani military, who are bent on installing conquest on other regions, and of course, run an Islamic government. And that is why he's telling his people, including Joe Igbokwe. Maybe Joe Igbokwe did not hear that, and story very well. That nobody, they should stop celebrating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's unfortunate conviction, that has been condemned all over the world, and by even by the senators themselves, has also condemned that the conviction by that judgment by James Omoto. So he told his own people too, that they should not celebrate the Nnamdi Kanu's conviction because Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime. That is one. Two, but to Joe Igbokwe, you do not tell Joe Igbokwe.
Do you think we will be in regret now? Regretting as regards, Nnamdi Kanu as
there is no how you find yourself in such a terrible situation. You will not realize where you are. That unfortunately, you have become a victim of Nigeria, and Nigeria has actually happened to you. When you face it, you know that there's difference between 99 and now 100%. 99% of Nigeria happens to him now. If that report is something to go by, there's no how he will not be regretting, because it is now that everything will down on him. The position of the Igbos in Nigeria, the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria, and how he will be able to align his opinion and what is happening in Nigeria today, whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is correct or not, now that he has become a victim, according to that report.
Thank you.